It's part 4 of our conversation with Hollies drummer, Bobby Elliott. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. It Ain't Heavy, It's My Story is Bobby Elliott's brand new book on his life with the Hollies. There'll be a link in the description of this video where you can pick up that book. Also in the links where you can pick up a Rock History Music t-shirt. We'd appreciate that. Help support our channel. Here's Bobby Elliott. During the British invasion, Bobby, how aware were you that this was a big ride?
Well, it was a bit of a slow start for us because, the Beatles were there in 64. We got there in 65.
Yeah.
It was our dream to get to the States. But 65. So what I was leading on to then was the real, the real gate opener, the biggie was Bus Stop. But we'd had minor hits before that. But all of us looked up to American musicians and artists, and so for us to arrive in New York City and play 5 shows a day at the Paramount Theatre on Broadway, along with Little Richard and other black artists, it was a dream come true. And it also enabled me after hours to go down Greenwich Village to the village Vanguard, and I mean, you could walk in, you didn't pay an entrance fee, you just paid a cover charge. You sat at a table, and if we got a day off in later months, I would be down there, and I could go in there and watch Miles Davis set it up, Charlie Mingus, Thelonious Monk. And I'd be I'd been there early purposely just to sit, and I'd be sat at a table within touching distance of Miles Davis or Thelonious or Mingus. So that was my dream come true, because when I was at grammar school, I'd have all the albums of those people. So, right through from getting into Dave Brubeck and Jerry Mulligan through into Mingus and Thelonious and Miles. So that enabled me to follow my idols. But I don't know if you're aware of that first entry into New York for us. It was, as I said, at the Paramount, and it was the old formula. It was called the Super Sales Easter Show, and it was the old formula of 9 o'clock start with a movie, and then a rock show, movie right through the day, and this went through right through the Easter holiday. Now, each artist, the star. What for me, there was a big King Curtis 16-piece orchestra with a guy on drums called Ray Lucas, who became a good friend of mine, but. Each artist was only allocated 2 songs. You were only allowed to do 2 songs. So we'd run on. I'd jump on Ray Lucas's drums up at the back there. The guys would be at the front, and we'd do whatever. And then you were off. And then the next act did the same thing. Now, Little Richard, he'd come on, and he'd overrun. He only lasted a few shows. He got thrown off because he was... If one act overruns, the whole schedule is thrown out for the day. So he had to leave, and at that point when he was being, fired or whatever, I'd gone out for a cup of coffee at the Stage Door diner, and I was coming in back up the sort of concrete steps, and just as I came up to the level of the elevator with the steel doors, shutter doors on there. There's Little Richard halfway in, halfway out of the elevator, and he's screaming and shouting. And stage manager, Bob Levine, I remember his name, Bob Levine was saying, "Richard, you've overrun again. You can't do it. The whole show, you've missed the whole show." And Richard's shouting, "But those little white girls out there love me." And he said, "Yeah." Then there's a tubby New York cop sticks a pistol in Richard's neck quite firmly. I'm watching, and I'm at the other side of this, so I'm starting to crouch down. I thought, if that bloody cop pulls the trigger, he's come right through. Anyway, Richard was screaming and hollering in his tutti frutti mode. and his wig is coming over the front of his head, over his nose. So it was like a tragicomedy. Films, as I say it in the book, I felt like it was surreal. I was on a film set. Would he pull the trigger?
That is surreal. That is surreal. Wow.
So that was my introduction to New York City. I mean, that was about the third show, and Richard got told to leave. In his band at that time was an unknown Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
There you are.
Oh, by the way, is the name really about a Christmas garland, or is it about? Is it come from Buddy Holly? Because I know Graham Nash said it came from the latter, but where'd the name come from?
It was Buddy Holly, really. But we used to tease, on stage or whatever. It was a bit of a tease that it was Christmas time and all that. But it's, the Hollies. I mean, Graham and Alan as kids would sing together as, Buddy Holly songs, and the Everly Brothers, of course. So it's Buddy Holly, yeah.
It Ain't Heavy, It's My Story is Bobby Elliott's brand new book on his life as the drummer of the Hollies. Links in the description of this video where you can pick it up. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. More from Bobby coming up next week. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Stream Music.